Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to another episode of the Truth Podcast. Last week we had a wonderful time, and this week, well, today, we hope to have another amazing time in the
Yeah,
studio today. Well, not in the studio, per se, but it's going to be wonderful. I still
very.
remain yours truly, Blessed Warren.
And I'm Uche. Welcome to the show. We're going to have an awesome time today. We're going to be looking at the second part of what we started last week. So stay tuned.
Okay, so last week we had a full house. Myself, Uche,
Yeah,
Benga,
Benga,
and
Ify.
Ifi, but our co-hosts they're not here today.
Yes.
So we have the opportunity to see the face behind Arch Media,
Ah.
Uche in the house this evening.
I normally hide my face. They don't see my face, but
Yeah.
we have to do this because it's very important. We're here and share this experience with one of our coaches today.
Yes, so last week we talked about starting a new business, and our focus was on home based businesses.
Yeah.
We saw that okay, the lockdown has been relaxed tremendously, and we know that so many people were doing a whole lot to keep themselves busy at
Busy.
home. They learned so much, they learned new passions, and are
Yeah.
seeing how they can make that, turn it into money.
Yeah.
So today, and we gave a whole lot of ideas, tips on how to start home-based businesses and various kinds of home-based businesses. And we promised you guys last week that this week we're going to have an entrepreneur in the house,
Yes.
someone that has a whole wealth of experience when it comes to home-based businesses. She's going to be telling us about her own business. She's an entrepreneur. She's a CEO. She has been doing this for so many years. But let me not say everything. I'll
Yeah.
leave it to her
So
this evening. So you did the welcoming.
okay, so the next person you'll be seeing or the next voice you'll be hearing is going to be the voice of our guest. So drums roll.
Yay!
Yeah.
As you welcome,
Welcome,
Mrs.
Mrs.
Divine Inyang.
Inyang.
So good to have you,
It's good
mommy,
to have
on
you
the
here, Ma.
show.
Thank you very much.
So,
I'm so happy that you guys are here.
Thank you, Ma.
thank you so
So
much.
Ma, quickly, can we meet you? Can you introduce yourself?
Yes, I am Mrs. Divine Inyang and married to Pastor Daniel Inyang. And we have been married for almost 17 years now.
Wow.
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 He is not a full-time pastor. He's a part-time pastor with the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Currently, we are serving in King's Embassy and we are blessed with 5 children, including a set of twins.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Woo.
And I'm also the CEO of Supernatural Confectionery. So, and I've been working from home. I've been in business for quite some time, for 5 years or maybe more than that. But I've always been in business. So, yeah,
Mommy,
welcome.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Why I say on and off is, during my period of doing business, I had to stop kind of because of bearing and raising children.
Very yes.
So, but after that, I had to continue. And
It's
for
been
the
steady.
past 5 years, it has been steady business, ministry, and family.
Okay, that's great. Mommy, have you always seen yourself as a business person? As the way when you started off, like when you finished, did you feel you would do the white collar thing, or you felt you'd merge it, or you always knew that you would go into business, or it was out of passion or various things that birthed this idea to start
I've
to
always,
delve into business?
I've always thought of doing business, not just one, many businesses, because I didn't see myself in working for someone. I've never seen myself having to work for someone. I just felt I could do much more if I would work for myself. So that's why I decided to do business. I actually started quite small, not as if I just woke up and then I entered into the business sector and then started running. I just decided to do a small business from the start. What did I do? I did ice block business. I had a big freezer I bought, and I didn't have a lot of things to put inside it. That was in 2008.
Wow.
So
That
I
was
just
a
look
long
at it, I said,
time.
maybe
Long.
I can put ice there, tie some water and put inside it, and then make money from it. And it started working because it was after like 10 years or before it got to my 10th year, that's 2018. I decided to look into the sales of the ice block. And now I noticed the ice block business had bought the freezer twice.
Wow.
Wow.
So, and I did it not as a pressurized or a very serious business, they say.
Just did it
I
out of.
just did it out of, I have a freezer, so I just put tide water and put inside.
Wow.
So as light comes, it just freezes it, I sell it off. But I never did it as a business of looking for who to buy. People come to me to buy. So that was how I did that business. Then from that business, I saw another opportunity. The opportunity of renting tables. Then we were in New Life, and New Life had this hall where they didn't have tables, they had just chairs. So I saw the business as, if I buy tables, I can be renting to the people that want to use the hall. So I went into that business, I bought some tables that could fit into that hall, and people were coming to rent the tables from me. And you know, one thing about rental business is that once you rent out, your money, you get the money, and then the tables are still there.
Yes. Okay.
So you just keep renting it, and then money keeps coming. Sometimes I don't even expect money to come, and then you just hear a call. Please, I need tables. And I zoom off with my car, I take the tables to them. They pay me my money, and after they use my tables, I bring them back. So my tables are still with me, and the table business actually bought itself twice.
Wow.
That
So,
means making two, the
So
deep freezer bought
was bought
twice.
The table business also bought itself twice.
Wow.
It's something I picked from
Money
what
doubling.
Yeah, doubling. I picked something very essential from mommy. She said that there was no table. There was a hall, but there was no table at all or chair. So she actually noticed a need. She saw that there was a need she could satisfy, which is very, very key. There was a need she could satisfy, and that birthed a business for her.
Yes.
So you saw a need and you brought solution to it, and you made money from preferring a solution. That is very. We talked about that last week.
Yes.
Very, very important. When you identify a need and you meet the need, you see that you just begin to make money. So that's very
Awesome.
interesting. Awesome.
And it amazes you to know that these two businesses are still running.
Wow.
Without my putting in any kind of effort, doing advertisements or anything. It keeps running. People still call me for the tables, and people are still buying ice blocks till today. And the freezer is still working.
So I've gotten my home-based business ideas.
That is just part of what I do.
Okay.
Then in 2016, even before 2016, I had an opportunity to bake, but it has always been my passion. My passion has always been how I can bake cakes, do snacks, any kind of small chops, meat pie, donuts, all kinds of pastries that you can imagine. I'm into it. I can do all those things. And I just looked at it. I said, what if in my cake business, I can always do the pastries, So when I started it, sometimes in 2006, 2007, I went in to learn about 2008, and I had to stop the business because of having children, taking care of the children and all that. But in 2016, I decided to go into it full time. So I went in to learn again, and this time I learned it well, did a lot of work on it. So that has been what I've been doing currently. And aside from that, I kind of bumped into another business. I had to bake a wedding cake for someone who requested I cook for her in 2018. So I was like, I don't know how to cook. I don't normally cook for events. So she said I must be the one that she ate my food and the food was so nice. So she said I must be the one to cook her wedding food. I said, I'm not used to it. She said, no, but that your food was so nice. You can do it. So I said, no, I am into cake. She said, no, I have to
Oh
do
my
it. She like forced me to do the event for her.
Wow.
That was how I entered into a new business.
Wow.
So apart from the cake and all that stuff, cake and the pastries, I now had to enter into event management by chance.
There's something I want. There's something. I'm not breaking. Let me just chip in. There's what they call you. You've been very consistent, and every level you get, you yearn to get better. You yearn to get more experience and get better at what you do. As time goes on, people recognize that, and they keep calling back for you. I think that's what some people lack, those kind of mindsets.
Of
You
going
know.
in to get
Yes,
experience.
get experience. A level, you go to the next level. You know, levels are in different
Yes.
grades. So
That
I've
is
seen how you've gone from different level to another level,
Improving
and you
on
are still going
yourself.
from another level to another
Yeah,
level
and
like that.
expanding your
You know, and
business.
expanding. So it's very, very important.
Yeah.
Very.
Yes, it has to do with training.
Yes.
You must keep getting trained and keep getting to work at your skills.
Yes.
Now, if you don't work at it, if you don't get trained about the current trends, you'll be pushed aside.
Very true.
Because, like in the cake industry, things are really changing. Quite a lot of things. The way we used to bake cake in, let me say, a decade ago, it's not like that today. People have gone into a lot of things, baking cake like a house.
Yes,
Designing,
finishing.
yes.
Designs.
They bring the architectural design into cake business.
Honestly.
So if you don't change with the times, you'll be pushed aside, you'll be laid off. That is why when I look at all these things, I have to get trainings. I attend a lot of trainings. Sometimes I go to Lagos, and even here in Abuja, I attend trainings also.
That's a good lesson for our listeners out there to
Yeah.
keep training yourself. There's no end to knowledge.
No.
You keep learning. There's no end to learning. The world is changing, new trends like mommy said. So
Exactly.
it's good that we keep abreast when it comes to our passion and our businesses. So once again, we're still with Mrs. Divine Inyang, our mommy in the house, and she's the CEO of Supernatural Confectionaries, and she does a lot of events. She caters, and we're so honored to have her on the show this evening. And we're going to learn so much more as we have so far. Thank you once again, mommy. So, mommy, you said you've been doing this fully for 5 years, and you had to train. It's been expanding. How do you manage? Because yes, it's a home-based business. Well, all the other businesses have been home-based businesses. Now you have gone in full time. The other time you could relax because well, the business was by the side because you had family, bringing up the children and all of that. How do you manage ministry, your family, and your business? Because now it's full time, so you have to give equal time or no,
Time.
not equal. I don't know. Let us
Yeah.
know how you
How do
manage
you manage?
all of this.
Actually, it has not been easy. I won't lie to you. There are times that ministry demands, and then I also have orders, to deliver. So I have to look for hands. Sometimes I have to get some hands that can work with me in the kitchen, then get some hands to do one or two things when it comes to delivering on my event business. Then on the ministry aspect, I also have to, most times I have to be there because when duty calls, I have to answer it. For instance, I do marriage counseling in church. So when such when such counseling time comes, I have to just be there. I have to let go of other things and then be in church for the counseling and some other prayer meetings. I just have to attend. So it has been God helping me most times. Because at times I just notice that maybe if church, I have opportunity, meetings in church, somehow, the business kinds of goes down. So I have to respond to ministry. Then the others will now come after ministry. So I continue. So, but mostly, as God is helping me, I also use wisdom by managing my time.
Yes.
I manage my time. I know that most of the church activities comes up in the evening. So if I have to bake, I have to bake in the morning. Do I have to drop the children in school? I do my running around. Then I come back home. I do my baking, do my decoration, do anything I want to do. Then I pick up for evening service in the evening.
And you still have time for yourself, ma'am.
Yes.
I know you have several hobbies and things you want to do by the side. So how do you also fit in your
hobbies,
personal,
your personal time, your
It
personal
has not
time?
really been easy, but I am okay. My profession is agriculture. I studied agriculture in school, and I still want to go into agriculture because I actually did agriculture because I found myself in a situation I couldn't say no. My father actually forced me to read agriculture. So I did agricultural economics and extension, which is a very big and very, let me say, very large course. And I did animal science and soil science during my study in agricultural economics. So I still raise things like chicken, but since the business is right at my backyard, it's not
another home-based business.
Home-based business.
It's not so much of a stress for me.
Okay.
So I still manage it. I know that the chicken, I need to feed them in the morning. Then I can ask my mega to also put hand, help me. Okay, change the water, do one or two things in the farm. Well, I attend to other things. Then family, you know what family entails. You have to cook. I have to cook for my husband and my children. So I do a lot of cooking, cook ahead, cook in between. As opportunity comes, then do the business. The major challenge I have there is I wish the day could be longer than I know that other people, they also wish that the day could be longer than 24
Add
hours.
another hours to 24.
So, but it's not possible. It's always 24 hours. So what I do, I have taught the children to also stand for themselves by the grace of God. So they also do one or two things for themselves. If when nobody is there to guide them, they can be on their own. They can take care of themselves. Food is available, or one or two things they can cook for themselves. So they go ahead and do it for themselves.
Wow.
Okay. Then when opportunity, there are times that I don't have anything to do. I'm very free. I just take the rest, like the COVID-19. The six weeks.
It's the time to rest.
So it was a time to rest. So I had enough time to rest. Even though some jobs were still coming here, which I had to deliver, but not as used to. So I took off on vacation.
That's great. So mommy is really, she's a very busy woman. Honestly, we also have this time with her. It's just amazing. We have taken part of her many hours
of work.
And it's good because now the kids are all grown. So all those years that she sacrificed, now it's paying off because they are really helping out. So it's also about planning.
Five boys, I mean.
Five children,
four boys
and a girl.
All the boys who can cook right now.
Honestly, they can cook.
I'm very sure.
So it's also about planning life, and this is encouragement to many people that are also married, that you can still achieve your dreams and your passion, even if you with life. Life doesn't have to end because you're married and all that. There's so many things spiritually, financially, materially, as even with your children. So mommy, how do you, I'm talking about financially now, your profits, because you know at one point you were saying, well, when you started the ice block, it was just as it comes, but you were able to make profit like twice. How lucrative is this baking business that you're into right now, in case somebody wants to start?
This is actually, the baking business is actually very lucrative. One can make a lot of income from it. And once you give yourself to it, that is what has made me not to be able to advertise my business so loud. Because if I should launch out, I know I'll have customers I may not be able to manage. So I'm just looking at how I can launch out in such a way that I will get hands that will be working with me. So if I get to like get a place, like a shop, which I am working on, then I can get some hands that will be working with me. That's on, let me say, even though apprenticeship or on staff base. So because right now I just hire people that comes in, they work, and then they walk away. I don't have a staff that can say, okay, I have this and this number of staff, since my business is mostly at home.
Okay.
So, but if I decide, as I'm planning to launch out, get a place, then grow the business, the financial or the profit, let me say the profit will kind of skyrocket. But right now, since it's just one man's business, it has not been easy, but there is profit in it. There is good profit in it.
That's also an advantage anyway of having a home-based business. You don't have too many employees.
You don't have to pay rent.
You don't have to pay a lot of workers. You can just be on contract basis. Just come and
you
go.
can manage your profit very well.
Yes.
So I want to ask. She talked about profit. What has been every business has is turbulent. So far, for the past 10 years or 5 years, what have your businesses? How have you been dealing with? Either maybe the table got broken, or maybe
your customers,
you know,
you're angry about something.
How have you been dealing with all those downs in business?
The downs in business has been, maybe you bake a cake and then your customer complains about the quality of the cake is not so, or it's too sugary. The quality is not so sweet. You know, there are some people that appreciate a lot of sugar, and some people that don't want sugar and all those things. So, in case of such downs, I'll just apologize and then we go on. Sometimes I deliver tables whereby they break my table. I have to follow them up to pay for it so that I can buy and replace. Then the ones that the wind had to break most of some of my tables, I couldn't hold the wind to come out. Couldn't hold the wind to pay for my tables. But somehow, you know, the business still goes on. So where I have to buy and replace, some people you have to appease, then you cannot give up. There are sometimes when things go down, you say, okay, pick up the pieces and continue. Don't just back out and say, no,
I'm not doing
it again.
again.
You just have to. You just have to continue. I did poultry business, but I just said, let me do a little, see how it is before I go into eating food. And the chickens were dying. But it did not discourage me. I just look at it and say, maybe there is something I didn't do right. Maybe the drug that I was supposed to do. But I did it on a small scale. I didn't go all out. I said, oh, let me just do 2 cartons, 50 birds. And I did it, and I made profit. Even when I didn't put my mind to it, I still made profit. Some people came and bought it for the Easter celebrations.
Even with the death of some chickens.
Yes, I still had some left. And they were quite big and heavy. So I sold some off and made my money. And you know, these things, they complement each other sometimes. Like the ice block business, if I have a wedding, I pack the ice block, I sell to the people that are doing the wedding. Yeah. And then the tables.
Yes, the connection.
Yes. Some people come, they rent hall where there are no tables. So they ask for tables. I say, okay, I have tables, do you want? Then they say, yes, I bring my tables. Wow. I rent them in and I make some money. So I just keep doing all, just keep pushing left, right, and center. We are moving in the business. Even the chicken, too, I had to sell it to someone that did wedding. And I made some money.
For the food.
Yes. You have to kill chicken. You have to chop some laps.
These are all business complementing each other.
That's another light. Like you finding what you can do.
Yes, it branches out too. You won't see when it just branches out. You see yourself, like mommy said, from baking and pastry to catering, cooking.
Yes.
That's like.
And someone forced me into it.
Yes.
And when I entered, I made money.
poetry. Mommy, you are moving.
Honestly. So,
Wow.
Ma, you said okay. So very soon. So far, it's always been home based.
It has always
It's
been home
based.
based.
So when do you think you're going to
Launch
launch out
into the
the deep?
I'm looking at maybe before the end of the year, I should get a place where I can maybe have like a shop, an outlet, actually, that I may be putting out my goods for sale. That is what I'm looking at now. Even though I'm still into other businesses. Currently, I just bumped into a business that by this time supposed to travel out of the country on vacation.
Wow.
They call it network business. So, and the opportunity came, I dived in.
So this networking business too.
Yes.
yeah,
You
genuine
know, throughout
one.
this
A
COVID.
Genuine
Wow.
one.
Very, very.
Yes,
The
genuine.
company we are marketing their products for, they are doing very well. They have been there for years in many countries of the world. So, and they offered me the opportunity, and I
Jumped in.
jumped in.
What's this company?
Do you want to do
okay.
advert?
We want to advert,
On the
okay.
truth podcast.
We're only advertising supernatural
Yes,
confectionery.
confectionery.
That's all we're advertising.
Yeah,
Supernatural.
So
supernatural.
for all of you that were thinking, okay, what can I do at home? There's so many. Mommy has, in fact, she has listed like from ice block, poultry, pastry, catering to networking. There are a whole lot of networking businesses
I've
out
also
there.
done tailoring.
Tailoring.
There was a
Yes.
time I had to go into learning how to sew. What actually pushed me into tailoring was my mother died and left a brand new sewing machine, and nobody wanted to possess it. So I looked at it. They gathered all the other items and shared it among themselves, and they left the sewing machine. I didn't get anything, but because I didn't actually want anything. But when I looked at the sewing machine, just sitting there and gathering dust, I said, this sewing machine, I can try something. Right now, it's sitting there in my room there, and I use it to sew because I had to go learn how to sew. I did male and female clothing, which I can sew. Can sew for a man and I can sew for a woman. As it is, I can sew for myself, but only I don't have passion for sewing.
That's it.
Yes, I didn't have passion for sewing. Even if I have clothes that has been cut, designed, and left on my sewing machine, can sit there for this. I won't move. Even if I'm so tired, just whisper into my ear that I have a call, somebody needs a cake.
You will stand up and
The energy will come.
Boom.
The energy comes naturally.
Wow.
So even if I'm not doing anything and clothes are piled up, I'll just be looking at them. I have no passion at all.
Wow.
But it doesn't stop me from maybe doing one amendments here and there for maybe the children, for myself.
Okay.
That's awesome. So we saw opportunity first with the machine, but then passion takes over. No matter the opportunities you may see, it's good to take advantage of opportunities, but passion is very, very important.
Okay, so lest we forget, we're still on the Trip Podcast. Yeah, we're here live with Mommy Divine Inyang, the CEO of Supernatural Confectionaries. So
we're having a lovely time. Honestly, it's been great. Even me, I've been inspired. I've been so inspired. That there's no need to be idle. The other time we talked about idle hands. Nobody has any reason to be idle. There's no need to make excuses. If you want to make money, there's so many channels of making money. Just search yourself deep within and delve into it.
Dive into it.
So, Mommy, it's really been wonderful. Been nice having you on the podcast this evening. And the kids have been wonderful. Thank God they have cooperated with us. The house is full. But like Mommy, she's been able to put things in order, and we're all here and we're having so much fun this evening.
You can actually achieve a lot of things from home. That's the goal of this podcast for today. You can achieve a lot. You can build business. You can build a brand from your house. You can build anything. Once it's your passion and you have your mind in it, don't limit yourself to just being, okay, man, you can grow from a level to another level to another level as long as it's what you want to do and it's your passion. That's what we are trying to achieve for today's podcast. To let you know, it's not just about um, I can cook. Aside you learn how to cook, you should also want to grow in cooking. There's so many levels, like mommy mentioned, so many things, so that you will not go out of date. You need to learn new things, new ideas on
That
how
means
to
that passion
grow.
is on its own is not enough. You have passion for something,
Yeah.
you have seen a need that you can meet, then you should get training.
Yes.
Because I think that's yes, you should get a lot of training so you can come out on top.
So,
And it depends on where you see yourself.